Finally bringing a girl home for dinner.
It's really nice to meet you too, Mrs. Griffin. Do you mind if I ask what's up with your baby?
I'm gonna go work out. Again? It's like the 8th time today. I'm not satisfied until every vein is forced up against my skin. Look how vascular I am, Brian. If there's one thing women love, it's a vascular man. I've got veins that carry blood all over my body. That's how John Mayer would say it, baddie. I'm really into him now. You better be okay with it.
You know, the more and more I think about life, the more I want to just be like Stewie Griffin. A very short, lopsided-headed, evil, maniacal genius. You know? That often gets distracted by the simple things. And I believe, damn, we got the whole trilogy. Like, listen. You know what you could do? You could fully blame Chris Thenark for this. I thoroughly thought that this was just going to be reacting to videos and learning about this Max, Mama character. But now I'm fully invested in this train wreck. I'm fully invested. I saw Chris say that he's getting bored of this. I don't see how. This is right up my alley of stupid. I got a beverage in my hand. This is gonna be a good day stupid. Because the amount of just stupidity that occurred last night was amazing. So, of course, all of you are well aware of this Max, Mama character and how it seems as if he's doing a terrible job being an advocate for victims, okay? And I did my stream. Several other people did their streams. And when I did my stream, Chris came in and he mentioned something very, very interesting that irked my soul. Oh, what if people look at Mamamax as like a martyr because people took down his GoFundMe? And I answered this question honestly. And then I thought to myself, hours later, I thought about that really stupid question. I was like, brother, you started this GoFundMe to, quote, help the victims, unquote. And then you donated, what, $9,000 and somebody else donated $5? And I'm sitting here thinking, why did you not just give that $9,000 to the victims? Why did you need to start a GoFundMe now? You could have been started anything, or since you got all this money from Patreon and YouTube, you could have just gave them the $9,000. There was no need for this performative, let me start a GoFundMe. There was no purpose in this. There was no reason to do it. And when I realized that, I'm like, this dude is still a moron. Oh, but it gets even funnier. It gets funnier because, wow, black screen. Could have sworn I had all this prepared. Apparently, buddy old boy old pal is getting ready to maybe sue. And you know what? I say go for it. I say make yourself look even stupider. Because you have people who believe in you, that want you to help people, and this is what you're doing with your time. Spencer and I are considering a class action lawsuit against Mudahar for breaching our non-disclosure agreement, inciting harassment on live streams, defamation, and causing emotional distress. He is extremely rich, so the lawsuit seeks $1 million in damages to be distributed between all of you. All of you would have to do, all you would have to do is testify against him, particularly regarding his action not speaking to any of you about the evidence and the impact his behavior has had on you. Spencer has agreed to be the lead plaintiff, and I'll do all of the hard work. Please let us know if you are interested, and this could have a huge impact on the case against Camden. And whoever this person is replying is the smartest person in the Discord, saying, dude, no, can this stop? And might I add, telling a Discord chat of victims that you're planning to sue for $1 million and all they have to do is testify about how a YouTuber who is not equipped to handle investigations about assault didn't come speak to you about your assault, so that he could make a YouTube video and do nothing else, is the most ass backwards thing imaginable. Then his Patreon. That was the funny one. He drops what people thought would have been a response behind a paywall, which is already bad enough. But then people see it. They see like the little 30-second teaser, and it's just the same thing that he posted on YouTube where he's quote unquote taking accountability. But instead of 11 minutes of him just looking to the side and stopping and not really rationalizing that people with actual brains are telling him to use his, it's just a guilt trip to try to make people feel bad for criticizing his shitty tactics. And Chris was fighting the urge to not spend money on this. I told him don't do it. And we both agreed it was going to leak somewhere anyway. And as soon as the stream ended, he sent me the link to the shit on Reddit. Now, apparently, the bastard striking people who play it, which I would believe is understandable because it is behind a paywall and it's not public. So, you know, arguably, he would be in his grounds to do so. But for the love of everything holy, unholy, and sexual, I don't know who needs to speak to this dude to get him to stop, but he has to stop at some point. His fellow friends who are no longer associating with him have already told him to stop. People who don't like him have told him to stop. I will say, though, after having discussions with Christopher the Narc, I decided to reach out myself to Mamamax because this is the trilogy, you know what I'm saying? This is part 3 of the cinematic universe that is a failed pedo hunter filmmaker. And I was like, in my mind, I feel like if somebody who was more on the outside looking in were to get a conversation out of this dude, it would go better than him being the leader of the conversation and being spearheaded by people egging him on and people who already don't like him. So I reached out and I'm just waiting to hear back. And all I simply asked was that, yeah, you, me, one-on-one, no third parties, nobody coming in to defend you or nobody coming in to berate you. You answer simple questions that I have regarding all of this information being brought to light that makes you, your credibility, and these victims look bad. Because yes, right now, to somebody like me who had no idea who this motherfucker was outside of a failed campaign to cancel YouTube, this looks horrendous and doesn't help him at all. But that's for potentially later. Today is a new day, because if you remember, our good buddy, our good buddy who accused me of being a fascist, a white supremacist, and somebody who protects pedos. I was very interested in this individual because they were talking all this shit about how we're gonna flag anyone who speaks ill, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And when told to come to me, I was met with not only a block, but a random accusation I'm defending pedos. Mind you, I don't even know who these people are. I'm the worst person to say this shit to because there's a part of my mind that wants to hear you out, but it went away when that happened. Because if you respond to criticism with baseless insults, congratulations, you're making yourself look bad. But there's the opportunity of a lifetime to understand this person and how they think. So, if it would please the Midnight Society, we're going to watch 2 videos from the Red Pagan. Because I want to learn. I deserve the right to learn. But I gotta play a game of some type. But I'm not going to be playing Fortnite. I'm instead going to make you look at semi-half naked men. Because you know what? I was playing 2K this whole time. I was like, I'm not changing the game. So this is what we're going to do for the long haul. We're doing it for the long haul, ladies. Oh, God. What do you mean, oh, God? This is great. We're going to learn. Now, before I even start, it is clear that this individual is transgender. I do not care. Let me say this one more time. I don't care. Let me say this one more time. I do not care about pronouns in bios. That really doesn't have a strong counter to anything. That's really just a Twitter clapback that has no strength. I don't care that you're trans. It really doesn't affect me in my daily life. I care about the stupid things you either will or will not say. If you say nothing dumb and you come with information that could, make me look stupid, I'm all for it. But they still gonna call you transphobic. Oh, I know. Listen, my new response to that is I've been called transphobic for funnier. Me not defending a random YouTuber I just learned about, it's up there, but it ain't at the top. So, let's start. And I am putting this on two speed because I don't trust the overall talk ability of this person. This already is great because as a rational soul myself, why would I look at this logo right here and think that you're somebody I should trust?
So I want to just kind of set the record straight here because there seems to be a lot of people that
this is not my fault. These audio levels are not my fault. This is not my fault. This is terrible already.
that have been attacking me over my position on Mamamax. And first of all, I would just like to state that it's not that I, agree or disagree with those.
That's how they record their video. This is terrible already.
And whatnot. My issue isn't in the discourse of whether this whole crap.
Feeling better today? What do you mean by that? Are you trying to imply something, Vidal? Are you trying to imply something? Are you trying to imply an issue that I was somewhat groggy in the last few streams? You might be right.
With the werewolf cult is real or not real. My issue is that I see victims, or at least potential victims, and I'm at least trying to bring it to light.
The video volume is trash. It ain't my fault, damn it! I didn't cause this. I have it on the highest volume I could get. This is this shitty audio quality. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. You read my manga yet? First of all, why in the fuck and how in the fuck? Like, do you think before you come in here and tell me this shit? Or do you choose to want to look dumb via my voice? Like, what is this? They recorded this via a tin can and a wire? Maybe. There's the possibility. I might just say, fuck it. You know what? Is the other video like this? Is it this bad? How is the music the loudest thing? What the fuck? Fix this. Fix your audio life. Oh, she's smoking.
To help people. That has always been my thing. That is what I've been trying to do, what I've always tried to do. I just wanted to have a platform for those who have been
Oh God, I hit the thumbs up. Ew. Wrong of me. How could I?
To have a voice and a safe space where they could come to. And what do I get for it? I get chastised by, by Chud Logic, chastised by Papa Gut and other shitlib and reactionary assholes.
She's talking about me.
Who literally let their comment section flow with the rabid reactionary transphobic trash.
Chat, were you being transphobic in my comments? I don't read those anymore. I haven't read my comment section like thoroughly, probably in 3 years, because I don't trust the word. I don't understand the Papa Gut thing. Who cares? I feel like the only person who would defend these fucks is Papa Gut. Like, that's the only one. That's the only person that could possibly defend this shit. I don't think anybody else can't be transphobic. I'm trans. I can't be a white supremacist. I'm black. I was told I'm too dumb to get to a Walgreens. Like, I was told I was confused. Yeah, my bad. That's crazy. I don't think you meant it. So look, odd question. Can y'all hear this? Like, is the audio better on this one? I don't even know. No. Jesus. It was crazy. Yeah, they just have shitty audio. This is terrible. Barely. This is bad. That's bad. I wish it was my fault. That way I could just feel like, all right, it's my bad. I don't know how to stream. But I know it's not my fault because I am not bad at audio management. Like, this is no one's fault. This is none of our faults. I just want that known. This is none of our faults. It is an hour of poor audio.
Who don't know anything about me. And yet,
Even when I'm quiet. First of all, stop smoking.
all they want to do is, you know, they want to call me all kinds of transphobic buzzwords.
Listen, you know what? I think I figured this out. I have to shove my whole phone in my ear. Listen. I think I figured this out. Given by the terrible audio, I say this is a very small YouTuber who is desperate to get clout from big YouTubers. I mean, it's not helping. Do you have a pop feature? This is not, hey, I don't need anything. This is not my fault. This is the result of shitty understanding of audio quality. That's all it is. It's nothing else. It's nothing else. Does Mamamax even know who they are? I have no idea. This is my understanding that was brought to me. This dipshit called me a white supremacist. This dipshit is defending Mamamax and doing a terrible fucking job. And it's been hilarious. And when I simply wanted this motherfucker to come bring all that energy towards me, they didn't do it. And they instead blocked me. And now they're going around claiming that everybody's reactionary. I got called a chud. I don't know what the fuck that is. That sounds worse than being called a pedophile, in my humble opinion. Just my humblest of opinions, might I say. I might, I regret nothing. The thing about Hannah is that she is a fucking preferred animal. And this animal does not know how to operate things. Some dude got in a weird beef with you. Are we choosing to be slow here? Chud means ugly, basically. Well, Jesus. This is not how this is gonna go. All right. I think I found something with slightly better audio. Maybe. I don't know. I just want to know about the pagan under the tree. And the way that this whole Mamamax thing is going, there might be a Fraud Watch Part 4. The whore under the door.
Stuff first, okay? So,
all right, I'll just watch Chud Logic's fucking video on it. Why not? Why not? We know enough about this person. I don't know anything. I'm sorry. I'm not like the rest of you and I just peered through everybody's fucking Twitter accounts. I fucking sleep on occasion. And sometimes when I want to learn, I sit here and I learn as much as I possibly want to stomach in any given hour or 2 hours, depending on how I feel. Sorry. The whore under the door. Yeah, the whore under the door. I'm just watching a Chud Logic video so I get some form of understanding just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
I don't think it was that phobic. But I was saying that I would like to set up a fund where trans women can get razors to have a little shave.
Chud Logic literally made a response video where he starts the video off by saying, well, I don't want to sound transphobic, but then proceeds to all the people saying, oh, well, you're anti-Anglo. You're bet your ass I'm anti-Anglo. Of course I'm going to be.
Come on, man. You can't tell me this isn't content. Look at this. Mamamax responded. What? Honestly, the level of entitlement that these freaks have is insane.
Whoa, is this chud that she's talking about? Now I understand. You calling people freaks? You can't use that word, man. That's offensive, bro. And I don't know what the fuck an anti-Angelo is. Like, I was about to say D'Angelo Wallace for a second. Can y'all believe somebody left a comment under one of my videos from like 2 years ago saying, you know what I would like to see? Leon and D'Angelo Wallace do a video. And it's like, I respect the fact that y'all want this life for me. The problem, I don't think that's ever possible. I'm not in that upper echelon just yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one good day. Are you going to do it? I would, actually. He sucks. Well, that's a subjective opinion that I don't agree with at all, because I like D'Angelo Wallace. Motherfucker makes great content when he's around.
Yes, well, listen, we've got a few things to look at. So let's look at the kind of funny stuff first, okay? So, guys, I need to make something very clear to you, okay? I'm not showing you this because I'm, like, mad or, like, I want to shit on this person or I want you to do anything. Like, do not fucking go and harass or hassle this person or give them any grief, okay? Definitely don't.
Look at that. How can you start off by saying don't give person grief and that person turns around and calls you transphobic? We are already looking at this pagan as a liar. Like, you can't do things like this. Like, why? It's very insensitive and it shouldn't be done. And I believe this pagan of Red should apologize because I feel as though they may be a sad little liar.
Don't do anything transphobic. This person is like a very small creator, and I'm only showing this to you because it's funny. That's it. Okay? So do not go and shit on them, harass them, or anything like that. Because that's not what I'm about. And also, this is about comedy, not about harassing. Okay? Anyway, Spencer did an interview on the Red Pagan Corner show.
Can I just say, what a fucking terrible use.
They are a 375 subscriber communist trans YouTuber. Anyway.
I wonder how bad. Is Chud gonna recognize how bad the fucking audio is?
There's a few. Well, I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it already, okay? Trans which way? Isn't that obvious? I believe they are a, what's called an MTF. Trans woman, I should. Sorry, that's not woke enough.
The fuck is an MTF?
They're a trans woman. So let's see what she's got to say for herself, okay?
So what's up, guys?
How is the audio better here? What the fuck? You know what? If I'm transphobic, you're racist for fucking with my audio.
Oh, this video is going to be non-conventional. I'm not going to do any special editing to it, putting in my usual...
You know what's crazy? How y'all call me transphobic? I don't even know what all these words mean. I didn't know MTF meant male to female. So how the fuck could I be transphobic? I'm just dumb.
Intro or outro, I just want to make a quick statement stating, first of all, that I will be talking with two more of the victims, hopefully in the next week. Both of them have agreed to talk with me.
Okay.
Any special editing they can edit. I like how, oh no, I've completely fallen into the trap. I'm doing a fucking reaction of a reaction. Oh my. I've fallen into the trap. Oh no. Oh no. And it's all because this fucker's audio is terrible.
Listen, say what you want about this person as long as it's...
The best mod is back. You've missed a lot. Chick tries, I won't lie to you. You've missed a lot. You've missed me being tired. You've missed me being slightly delirious. You've missed me failing to read. You've missed a considerable lot in like the weird span of this week of me streaming.
It's not transphobic. They're bringing the content. They're bringing the fucking content. Hey, fair play.
And then I've also reached out to Mamamax to see if he'd be okay with having a conversation.
Yes, please.
Oh fuck no! I need Mamamax to respond to me before he responds to this motherfucker. Hey, I'm semi-large YouTuber. I have platform. You know, you want to reach out to Joe Rogan all fucking day. You not getting a response from him. You get a response from me. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the stream channel fool you. I got a whole main channel. You know, I get views. You know what I'm saying? I know that's all Mamamax cares about is these views. You know, the views is what he wants. You know, he get views off of me. He ain't gonna get as much as, you know, anybody else. But you know what? And I have great audio. Right. You know what I'm saying? We could, how the kids say, we could get this thing crack-a-lack. How bad was the response from Mamamax? I mean, he put his quote-unquote response behind a paywall, which was just another shitty call to action from the people who already support him to not really listen to anybody who's calling him a fraud. The problem is, it's really bad if you don't take into consideration this motherfucker is using Chat GPT as a lawyer source.
Please, please, I'm begging you, please make that happen. I'd give anything to see that. Man, as a person who lives in a post-Soviet country, I hate these people who glaze communism without understanding. Yeah, I mean, look, I am definitely on the left, but I mean, look, this. God, there's like so much stuff I could say about all this shit. About basically what lefties have got a problem with, these types of lefties, is that essentially.
Oh no, is this political talk? I wasn't here for this. This is just like every other fucking movie franchise. Once it gets to the third one, everything sucks. Nobody wants to hear this boring shit.
Essentially like stuck in the past, right? They can't come up with like new substantive ways of thinking about the world and engaging with it in the modern day and modern technology. So they look to the past and they're like praising Mao and stuff like that, right?
Speed up political talk. You
Mr.
know what?
Medica Archives,
You might
not
be
Jim.
right about that.
Don't you actually?
1.7!
I disavow that comment. Okay? Look, my comment last time, I don't think it was that transphobic. But I was saying that I would like to set up a fund where trans women can get razors to have a little shave, okay? That's gender affirming as far as I'm concerned. No, Eleanor, she's trying, okay? Anyway, look, I'm not trying to, look, the Mamamax fan base is already against me because I'm too bigoted, okay? Now, I've got to be honest with you. I'd rather be a bigot than a fucking retard that's a Mamamax fan.
No, that's not Max. Chick tries. Have you never seen this weirdly decrepit looking man who wants to be a fucking film student, but clearly his films are shitty? And based on how he's using his films to speak about actual victims, oh, he ain't never winning an Emmy. He ain't even gonna win a Woody.
Ever, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that, okay? We need to be cautious. I'm on a charm offensive now.
At some point. So that's something to look forward to in the next coming weeks. But I'd also like to address the hatred and the criticism and, frankly, transphobia that I have received in light of the recent stream. Many people, making comments about, oh, well, you guys are making up a bunch of accusations.
I appreciate the 10 panic pun. I almost called you Pack-a-Punch. I'm starting to wonder if he actually considered his YouTube friends his real friends. It seems like he only gained their trust so he could use them to get views on videos. And, could be an option. Because you know how some people love to act when it comes to having large social media people as people they could speak to on a somewhat frequent basis. You know how that goes. Motherfuckers are weird with that. But hey, remember, the screams of the dead children are there. And if you don't hear them, then obviously you're the problem. If you don't hear the screams and anguish of children.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Would you? But the screams of the dead children, you know what I'm saying? That's important. And if you don't pay attention to it, then clearly you want to see them burn for some fucking reason.
So I hope you get sued. First of all, come find me.
Oh! Yo!
What is with these motherfuckers in these... what is with this mindset of, hey, come find me, and then they come find you, then it's, oops. Can't scream, wow, I'm not reading that. Sounds like a threat, buddy.
If I was in America and I wanted to find this person, I'd probably go to a hardware store because they're kind of like the manager of a hardware store. Do you know what I mean? You could imagine them like coming out the back room in their dungarees, like a screwdriver poking out or something, ask them about some wood you need or some shit. I don't know.
Second of all,
female manager of a hardware store, bear in mind.
It's one of those things where, I've noticed a lot of the people making these criticisms, are people that are essentially enabling predatory behavior, victim blaming,
How?
gaslighting.
How? That's another fucking thing. Anybody who's like defending Max, Mama, could you thoroughly explain how people are defending pedophiles for asking basic questions? It's amazing how this lines up with all this other shit regarding Brick and how all the people that are still defending her are getting mad at anybody who asks a basic question. Like, please, can we figure that out one day somehow?
Trying to control the narrative, and just in general transphobic people. Chud Logic literally made a response video where he starts the video off by saying, well, I don't want to sound transphobic, but then proceeds to make a comment criticizing my appearance, which is transphobic.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody calls me ugly, does that mean they're racist? If that's the case, I need to go back to Boston because I got a lot of white people I need to be suing right now.
Can I just, guys? Okay, yes. Okay. Can I just point something out here, though? Okay. Trans people have set up this phenomenal dynamic where any comment about their appearance is transphobia, right? So I could say right now, I'm a trans woman, and if you then went on to comment and have a go at me over my beard or the fact I look like a fella or something like that, I could call you transphobic. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's like an impossible puzzle that you can't solve. And listen, I'm very sensitive towards this. Genuinely, I'm very woke on trans issues. I know that there's people that are trying and they can't do it or whatever, okay? I agree, and I think that's bad, right? But, like, sometimes you just got to call a spade a spade. I'll do better. I will do better, okay?
But, given the fact that he's English, I'm not really surprised. But, I'm going to point that out and watch. I'm going to get all the people saying, oh, well, you're anti-Anglo. You're bet your ass I'm anti-Anglo. Of course I'm going to be.
What is Anglo? Somebody teach me. Leon looks like a bootleg Cleveland Brown. You know what? I've never heard that one before. So you know what? Never mind. If I had the ability, I would have pinned this comment. This person doesn't know that on Max's own fan club subreddit, some of the victims are criticizing Max. Isn't that a great way to know about it? Like, imagine for a second. Me. Imagine I made an entire YouTube channel off of trying to help victims. And then I do such a shitty job. The victims go on social media, Twitter, Reddit, whatever, and just talk about how I'm doing such a shitty job. And then I go into Discord with all of them and tell them I'm planning to sue someone who said mean words about me and says that all my information is not credible enough. And then one of them says, dude, no, can this stop? Like, do you understand how ass backwards this is? This is ass backwards. This is terrible. How do you not look at yourself and think, doing a poor job here? It's terrible. But I guess people fine with shit like this.
Base department, hello?
Anti-imperialist towards a culture that is known for committing mass atrocities on a genocidal scale. And essentially, one of those being the complete...
Good morning, Stefan.
...and utter genocide of the Irish.
Wait, what did this person think happened in Ireland?
How do you not know what Anglo is? Well, listen. Unlike you, I do this thing in my life where the shit that I don't know about, I look at it as if it doesn't fucking matter. A lot of shit I don't know about. I still don't know if Jonathan Majors beat a woman or not. I just don't. Maybe you'll tell me, but guess what? I won't care to know if it's true or not. Why? Because motherfuckers ruined that. I don't know what Anglo is because I don't speak internet. You could have just said it means UK people. You could have just said UK people. You could have just said British people. But no. You come up with your internet language. I don't know this. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I just can't know. I just refuse to know. There's a fucking plane above my head. It's not UK people. Whatever fucking people it is. Whatever the fuck it means. Anglo is English. Just fucking say English! Thanks for proving my point. You could have just said English. You could have just really said English.
The complete and utter genocide of the Irish. The Irish are fine. Listen, were there some problems? Yes. But Ireland's lovely, and there's lots of Irish people you can go and see. Some of them even hate... There's some parts of Ireland, apparently, that I wouldn't even be able to go to.
They're all the same.
As an English person, because I might get harmed in some way. In like the deep, dark parts of Ireland, from what I hear. There's some people that really still hate the fucking English. But anyway, look. The Irish are fine. There's a big complete genocide. The Great Irish Holocaust. The problem with the Irish is that we weren't successful enough, if anything.
But that's a story for another day. But also just the general fact that, it's home to the most, disgusting, vile, fascist people alive. And apparently Chud Logic is no different. Literally platforming fascists who are making transphobic comments.
It's Latin. I speak American.
What have I done? Who have I done? What? Have I done that recently? I don't know. Who am I platforming that's doing that?
And then making one himself. So great going on that. So to all the haters, to all those people that,
oh my god, this is so good.
Claim that we're making this shit up and are trying to, basically make Mamamax to be out the villain and all of us to be out the villain and just claiming that there's holes in the story. When the proof does come out, when everything does come out, and you look absolutely foolish, I think we will be owed a great apology.
I don't think I'm apologizing to a fucking thing. Because, once again, as the primitive outsider who does not follow all this YouTube shit, I struggle. I would love to give an apology. The problem is I can't, because the guy who's the number one source for all the information is a complete and utter fucking moron at the current moment. And he's hiding behind paywalls to hope somebody does something different. He wants someone to bail him out somehow, and I don't know how he's going to get there. It's impossible for me to look at this and wonder, oh my God, I just got coffee. Are you alerting me to this? Why? What even is? Oh God. Why are you all being so disrespectful? You don't need to be disrespectful. You can criticize the points being made. Now look, this person may have called me a fascist, but guess what? I could just easily debunk that by posting BLM memorabilia. That's all you gotta do now. And fuck. He looks like, wow, I'm not reading that. Rude.
But this is the problem, isn't it? Is there's always been this narrative that there's this evidence that exists, but it's never been presented, right? I still, even though I've been skeptical of some aspects of Spencer's story, right? I still open-minded that if evidence comes out, I will change my mind. But I've not been convinced because no evidence has been shown.
So glad I finally caught you live. Why does everybody say that? Why does everybody say, so glad I finally caught you live? I've been live streaming, if not every day this week. I don't think it's been every day this week. I really don't think it's been every day this week. But this is probably the most consistent I have streamed on this fucking channel ever. I can't say since. I can't say another previous time I've done something like this. This is probably the most I've fucking streamed consistently. And all of it is because I told myself, you know what? Be a little bit more consistent with the streams. It's the random times. It is. I don't have a set schedule here. I'm sorry. Whenever I want to go live, I go live. Lord. Actually, that's not true, because some of these streams, that's not even true. I schedule these streams at a certain time. The only time this week where I did a stream that was just like automatic was the brick stream I did 2 days ago. And that was because I didn't want to record. So it ain't no, oh, everyone has a life, abandon it. Like the real streamers say, abandon all hope, he who enters there. You know? Simple way of life.
But these people, like, this is what's so annoying about this stuff sometimes, is your point can be, there's no evidence, and then evidence comes out, and the people that jumped on the story claim like they're correct. And it's like, no, you're not correct. You're still wrong in your thinking. You just happen to be right by chance that this time there was something to back it up, right? What you believe and what you think should be based on actual substantive information and evidence, not just someone telling you what happened. Fuck me, man. Crazy.
Because you are going to look very foolish and very stupid. I also am really disappointed, and I'm going to call out some ordinary games, Mudahar, for joining the ranks of these people.
No!
I thought you were better than that. But apparently you sold out. Because, you know, hating Mamamax so hot right now. So you know what? Go ahead. You know, team up with a bunch of people who are transphobic and protecting pedophiles, because at the end of the day, it's not going to make you look very good, Muda.
Correct me if I drastically am wrong, because I might be. Wasn't Mudahar in close connection with Max Kamamama about this? He wasn't like every single day communicating, but didn't he know about all this shit and wanted to help if necessary, but asked for basic information about it, which would have been, oh, I don't know, important and substantial? Because I could have potentially fucking sworn anybody with a brain would actually, if they want to help, would want full details and evidence before sticking their name to something. They was friends. I attribute that to We Was Kings. Dude obviously didn't watch the video. Right. Because if you watch it, you'll understand. You're full of shite, buddy. But the need to just call somebody transphobic is amazing. I just believe those words don't mean anything anymore. Those words don't mean anything. Because whatever they actually could have been watered down to, oh my God, my personal feelings. I need to validate my personal feelings regarding the situation because that's all that matters. And the way I personally feel right now is that everyone's transphobic because how dare they disagree, or as Red Pagan put it, sold out.
That's all I'm going to really say about this. I'm Red Pagan Nicole, and this has been Red Pagan Corner. Until next time.
That was so good, man. Guys, look, listen.
Ew, that motherfucker responded to this? Why? Why would you put your name anywhere close to this, sir?
I've been farming this stuff a lot. Come on, man. You can't tell me this isn't content. Look at this. Mamamax responded. Stay strong. We're documenting them. We'll do an interview soon. Thank you for platforming us. We're documenting them. Uh-oh.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Ooh.
Money off depressed people.
Max wants us desperately to praise Camden or say he's an innocent man so he has a chance to claw back.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's probably true. Anyway, people have said I've got a red face for some reason. I think it's because of this, isn't it? Look. Because that's pink. I wasn't blushing. I wasn't blushing because the trans person was paying me attention.
I responded as freak. I'll tell you why. Because the funniest thing about people is their ability to really want others on their side. That's all they want. They just want people on their side when they're saying and doing things. You're documenting all these people. That's fine. But bro, could you respond to any of this with evidence? You don't have to wait for some court case. You don't. You could just respond. I missed it. Why are people transphobic now? Is it because you're the bad? Yes, it's that. It's that. That's all it is. That's all it ever fucking is with these types of people. You either racist, you transphobic, you all of this shit. Finish the story. Finish the story is crazy when you truly think about it. Like when you really boil that type of mindset down, that's crazy. That's truly fucking crazy.
I promise. Also, there was this comment that was left on the Mamamax subreddit that I thought was quite funny. Kingdom for a source that isn't child logic. This is what I was telling you guys the other day, right? I was telling you this the other day, is that you do sometimes need to be careful because you're going to lose people that might otherwise agree with you. You know, and the thing is, I don't really care that much. I'm not going to moderate my style that much to capture more people because, you know, if you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you don't. But yeah, there's this like weird thing where it's like, oh, you know, John might be right, but I don't know the way he's saying it. Is there someone else like
Max is fucked at the end of the day. All he's gonna do is virtue signal and say we're victim blaming and calling the people that are criticizing him with valid points just to brush them off. Because a valid point is somehow racist.
listen to? And that probably would be the Mutahar video, I'd say. Mutahar's probably going to take the softest.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Not so, I think he's going to be critical.
Off depressed people.
Joke's on you. My next sponsor is Harry's.
Thank you. Thank you for the $3. He's going to be critical, but I mean, I think that's going to be most palatable for people that are like woke or concerned with like bigotry, transphobia, etc., edgy jokes. I think Mutahar is probably going to be that one for them, right? But yeah, people really don't fucking like me, which is fine. I'm really trying to look past a lot of misgivings and focus on the info, but the call with Mutar was just a rough watch. It's clear that Chud in his chat came into the situation wanting to rake Mutar over the coals and kept pushing the discussion in that direction, cutting Mutar off constantly. The reason, like, look, one of the reasons I think it came across like I was trying to do that as well was because I kind of was. But also, until that conversation, Mutahar had not publicly admitted much fault beyond apologising to Magnetar, and that took a lot of pressure from Nicholas to get to that point. Or, well, you know, Nicholas had to really walk him through it to get to the point where he was more willing to accept fault for the pedo thing. Like, Mutahar was, like, resistant to it at first. And so, going into that conversation, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, cutting off constantly. Okay, anyway, I've spoken about this already. I don't want to drag that fucking up again. I'm genuinely worried that this whole situation will give rise to many bad actors who will poison the YouTube ecosystem for a long while after this. Well, just don't watch me then. I like, why these people acting like we're going to have some massive influence? Listen, I've not even maximised my growth in this.
Good morning. Oh, no.
Because I've been so abrasive. I could have been a lot softer and got loads more subs. But, you know, I've just gone down my normal way. Yeah, they're talking about like HIV or AIDS. God, these people are so fucking pathetic, man. Chud doesn't like Muta. That's not even necessarily true, man. It's not that you know, I'm not like an anti-Muta person at all. I like some of his content. You know, I just, yeah. Have I ever been that critical of Mutahar? Really? I don't know. I don't think I have. Except recently, over this recent stuff, yeah. I have nothing wrong with the way Chud grilled him. Okay, that's good. Papa Gut. He's been watching videos and been giving his opinion on things, not looking for new information. There's also...
Papa Gut is a terrible fucking person for all of this shit. That's probably the only person that'll be like, well, when you truly think about it, when you really objectively look at the situation, I can understand where Mamamax is coming from. Because he's another brainlet who will sit there and be like, well, you guys kind of are being rude. You guys kind of are like dogpiling him. And it's like, because this guy is going around guilt tripping people to care about something, and he's expecting them to just believe him because he's so credible, because he argued at YouTube because they took his video down or they age restricted it because it didn't go within their rules. And then he's further proving that point by what? Doxing a mom of somebody, and he doesn't even know if all his information is substantial? Sir, are we certain? This is fraud work. And the fact that this dude still won't come out and just be like, yo, my bad. Here's all the information laid out, and here's how we're going to proceed. And didn't he also talk about suing the cops because they're not being as fast as he wants them to be? I don't know if y'all know about police investigations. If you ain't got everything, them shits take a while. Sucks, but they take a while. Yes, officer. This phony PDF hunter that threatened to sue you.
Yeah, no, I don't like the guy personally. He's transphobic, fatphobic, all-round insensitive, and just doesn't seem to be a good, reputable source, only wanting the cause of more drama. In his most recent stream, he was celebrating about how he's actually making money in January because there's something he can cover. I feel like he's in it for the money. Yes! What, these people, honestly, the level of entitlement that these freaks have is fucking insane. Yes, this is what I do for my income. Yeah, of course I'm in it for the money. What other reason do you think I'm doing this out of the kindness of my fucking heart? Yes, it's an interesting topic. Yes, I think there's some good things that have been achieved, but fundamentally, yes, I'm in it for the money, correct? Like any other fucker that's doing YouTube for a living is. Bro, anyone that, this is the problem with these people, is they've never achieved anything in their life, so they don't understand how it works. But imagine any other job, or any other career, or anything you do for money. If you have a situation where you have a slow month and you get like a big transaction that generates you more income, right? You're going to be like, great, it was going to be a slow month, but then this has happened, which is beneficial for me. That's all I'm doing.
You know what's crazy? Nothing he said is wrong. It's just so many motherfuckers want to pretend like it'll be wrong. You know how many motherfuckers do this shit for money? A lot of them do it for care, but everybody does it for money. If you didn't, you wouldn't try to be monetized on these platforms. Like, and it's not even like an insult to say, you're doing this for the money. Well, duh. Now, kid, you address the point I made? You know? Police have qualified immunity. They can't be sued easily. That's another fun little tidbit. This is it bad? I know it's not, but I'm going to ask this question anyway. Is it bad to look at this dude and say, he just wants money? Like, I'm not really seeing anything worthwhile or substantial. He just wants money, which is fine. But when you are trying to make money using victims, and you expect everybody to just go along with it, you reach a problem. And that's a lot of people aren't going to want to do that. And might I add, this same motherfucker got mad when people were in a call with him asking for more shit, and he responded like it's not his fucking job to do so, when his whole gimmick was to get other people to talk about it because he wanted more eyes on it. Hello? Did I lose a piece of the plot? Or am I right in the ballpark? He's going about this terribly wrong. Every step taken since all this shit came out is a drastic hindrance to actual victims.
These people just want you to work for free. These people are Reddit Jannies. They're used to doing shit for free and they expect you to do the same. Well, no, unfortunately for you, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work for money. Anyway, there's a few positive comments. It's not that big a deal. It's just I've been keeping my eye on this and obviously this popped up. I thought it was funny to talk about. So does Griff Maxing. Well, the thing is, everything I say, I believe. I would never say something I don't believe because I think it would bring me more money. If I was a grifter, I would have just had Mutahar on and been like, yeah, well done, Mutahar. You just got tricked by the wrong guy, didn't you? Fucking hell. I feel really bad for you. That would be grifting because I don't really believe that. But yeah. Anyway, there's a couple of funny things regarding me that I saw from the lower echelons of the internet. And then there was this. So, you know, I think
the Discord calls I watched were cringe. They were all fucking terrible. Because it's a guy trying his hardest to sound like the victim when people just want more information. That's it. It ain't even asking you to solve the Pythagorean theorem. It's just like, yo, do you have anything else to corroborate the shit that you've been doing? And his answer is basically, don't you hear the screams of the victims out there? And I do believe, I would have to go back and watch this shit off Reddit, but I do believe in his response behind a paywall, this motherfucker used the voice filter again. And it's like, stop doing that. Your shitty cartoon style of content films hurts these fucking victims and their credibility. Stop it. I wish I was saying something outlandish, like I truly do. Watching people spin is quite entertaining. You do enjoy this lowbrow, don't you? It pleases your ignorant soul. You know? Does he not like his voice? So I was told he tried to get surgery to deepen his voice. And if that's true, what an insecure bastard. That's gotta be the mascot of Insecure. The Leviathans are coming. Fuck it, the Pagans are coming too. The Pagans have arrived, baby. And they're on high alert. They're on high alert. The victims deserve some heat as well. Why go to a YouTuber? Like, so look, obviously, the victims deserve to be looked at and be told, what are you doing? Because you went to a YouTuber who, the way we look at it, has not done a good job at showing that he has a track record of verifiable information in cases. And all it does is hurt and hinder you. And you hear this shit, you look at them, you look at what he's doing. How do you look at anything he's doing and say, yep, this is what I've decided to stick my whole credibility around? Kurt Angle, more like Hurt Angle. You should have just said Perk Angle, my boy. You should have just said Perk Angle. That's the greatest fucking response you could give to that man. Leave us out of this. Yeah, leave us out of this. I want to show y'all two things. Because the more I think, the more my brain kind of stretches just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Hold on. Where's this other thing? Where's this other thing? Because this was also something I kept seeing this morning. I have a question. Just a simple question. Just one. Just one. Just one. This one. Why Perk? If you don't know about Perk Angle, I can't help you. That's got to be one of the most iconic pieces of wrestling history, Perk Angle. And if you don't know about that, that's kind of your fault, buddy. Jesus Christ. I have a question. Wait, look at the screen. Is this somehow woke? Because apparently a fat cheerleader is woke now. Like, in my mind, I look at this and I just think, oh, fat cheerleader. I'm not thinking wokeness has ruined cheerleading. Unless he's talking about the dudes. Because the dudes, you know, you could argue they ruined cheerleading, but dudes have always been a part of cheerleading. But apparently motherfuckers is like, the wokeness has infiltrated cheerleading, as if they've never seen, at any point in their life, a fat cheerleader. Remember like 10 minutes ago when I said these words don't mean shit? This is what I was talking about. All you people that scream everything's woke, do you never just take a second to realize maybe some shit not that desperate? The guy that has to catch him is a wild comment. Yeah, you see that, huh? You see that, huh? Woke is everything they hate. Yeah. The stage floor is doing the most in this video. Like, look, I'm cool with the fat jokes. But like, how are we doing? Oh, you know what's sad? I looked at the floor and I see the dip when she's stepping. I'm ashamed of y'all. I'm ashamed, bro. I'm ashamed of y'all. Y'all better than this. They love looking for something to be mad about. On occasion. On occasion. Like a Twinkie. Speaking of finding things to be mad about. So look. We done already watched this. We're not gonna watch it again. We're not watching this again. We are not watching this again. I do, however, want to read the statements made by this motherfucker after he posted that. Anytime a black man is shot by law enforcement and prior or current charges are brought up in the media, we know that doesn't justify the violence against his body, right? While that is true, I would like for this man to understand that the current charges relate to the story of Brick Lady lying to people. And you know what's so funny? Is that this dipshit was going around. Hold on, let me read this one. This kind of made me giggle. Due process of the law. A trial and being presumed innocent until proven guilty is for the court of law. Most of arguing about the court of public opinion, which operates differently. She'll get her day in court, but until she'll continue to be crucified in the court of public opinion. She's going to be crucified after she goes through court. She's going to be crucified after that. But you know what's crazy? This dude posted this video. I don't even know what all this other shit is. I don't even want to take a guess to know what all this other shit is. But he posted this 3-minute and 16-second video. Really trying to find anything. He was throwing any shit at the wall, hoping it stuck. And he hung himself on, yo, she still got assaulted, but she didn't say how. So why y'all up her ass? Nigga, let me break down. Let me really break this down for you, buddy. She told the world she got hit with a brick and somebody tried to kidnap her. She claimed she didn't know him. She claimed that this was all over a phone number she didn't want to give. She let this percolate for weeks and months. She then comes out the blue and says, we found the guy. When the reports say she was going to the club with this motherfucker. She went to multiple with this motherfucker. And if you still want to harp on she was assaulted. You know what's crazy? We are going to watch a little bit of this. We need to watch a little bit of this. Where's the part?
By slapping her back. He
keep it going.
did have a water bottle on his hand, and we think that's what left a mark on her face, but it was mutual combat.
He reads this. He puts it in bold and reads it in full. But look what he says at the end of it. Look what he says at the end. Twitter, you dying on me? Twitter died on me. Refresh. Let's go back down. Let's go back all the way down.
It was a water bottle, apparently. Second thing, they claim in the article it was mutual combat. That's what the law enforcement said, but one individual had a object, the other one did not, and the individual that had an object was a man, but it's mutual combat.
Yes! Why is it mutual combat? Random person asked. Oh, I don't know. Why don't you tell me why it's mutual combat?
That's what they said. So they
No. Go back just a wee bit. Go back just a fuck Twitter. Scroll down one more time. Now, what was it, good sir?
Helping her recover and paying for medical bills because she was assaulted. Now, the article itself states that she was assaulted. So what a fraud come in?
The fraud, you know what? Read it.
So y'all gonna piss on my hand?
Read it. Yes, I'm gonna piss up your hand and say it's raining. I'm gonna shit down your throat and call it gourmet calamari.
And tell me it's raining, huh? The article also states they were able to find video of the defendant and another person who they believe was the accused assaulter. They got in the car. They both got out the car. The defendant slapped the male who...
Right there. Right there. The motherfucker slapped the dude first. But you playing semantics because she got hit with a water bottle? Would you rather she just get punched in her throat? That make it better for you, doesn't it? The moral of the story. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something funnier. And I might get in trouble for this. I apologize in advance. But you know what? Part of me don't give a shit because I'm sick, and for some reason I've just been going for days on end without considering to stop. God damn it! Where is this? Ruining my joke. It's already not well timed, but fuck. All right. I got it now. I got it now. Everybody shut up. I got it now. Fuck! I ruined it. Hold on. The moral of the fucking story is quite simple. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. In a couple hours, y'all getting part 2, which is me dismantling all these stupid motherfuckers and what they've been saying within the past day. And I say it in the video, and I'm going to say it here to end this stream. Why are you making stir fry? Always remember, in life, especially if you from the South, you know this shit already. If you from the South, you know this already. You know what I'm about to say. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Everybody, while part 3, Pagan Under the Tree, was not as much of a cult classic as the sequel and the original, it was still a good one. I'll see you all in the next stream. Goodbye. I am actually going to... I know I said I was going to sleep and then I did a Twitch stream. That was kind of impromptu. But now I'm going to fucking rest my body. Goodbye, everybody.